Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another session of 1 to 3 Technicals. As we all know, this is basically a market outlook session. We get to see what opportunities the market have for us, and then at the same time, you guys get to have an in-depth of my strategy. You guys get to see how I take trades and how I take my setups, entries, and exits, and all. So that being said, I want to welcome those that are new, and I want to thank you guys for attending, those that have always been attending. Let's get started. Hope everyone can hear me clearly. Can y'all hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's get started. So on the fundamentals today, am I recording? Yeah. On the fundamentals today, we have on card unemployment change, and unemployment rates. These are basically big economic indicators, macroeconomic targets. Unemployment, I always tell you guys, unemployment is like one of the biggest things people use to determine if an economy is strong or not. Then we have NFP, the great NFP by 130. All this is by 130. So there's going to be a whole lot of volatility in the market today. And then NFP and then unemployment rates. Okay, so this is it here. If you have a fundamental strategy, that's a strategy that is based off fundamentals, a strategy that can take advantage of the volatility that fundamentals bring, fine, you can trade. But if you don't have here, what I normally do is I just risk a little, I set orders, don't hurry I don't know, there's this whole pressure that comes with NFP that everyone wants to trade NFP. Honestly, sit out on NFP. NFP is better you sit out and don't lose money than you go in with high lot size and then end up losing. Do you guys understand? I think I'll be doing a lecture on fundamentals soon so that you guys get to understand how this whole thing works. You get bored. Honestly, it's better you sit out and don't lose money. Yeah? Than you should enter and go and lose half of your account because you risk more. You get. So please, guys, you can avoid it if you don't have a fundamental strategy. It's not by force. NFP is not by force. You get. Don't pressure yourself. You can as well just off your data from around 12 p.m. till maybe around 3 o'clock or so. Do you guys understand? Just try your best not to get eaten. Let's go to our charts and see what sense we can make of the market today. So basically, this is AUD USD. So someone was like, AUD tapped into, I saw the whole analysis yesterday. We had this break of structure. This was from Monday, I guess. And then we kind of consolidated down here a bit. And then we came down to these lows again. And then we pushed up and broke this level here. We broke this level here. Yep, we broke this level here. So for me, yeah, we broke that level there and price pushed up, continued the uptrend, and then came down and tapped into these levels again. This is one thing, it's quite tricky right now. It's quite tricky. But the most important thing is that if you look at the 4H, this downward push, this movement to the downside is not a rejection candle. So it's safe to say that my bias has not shifted yet. So I'm still bullish on the pair. I'm still bullish, and there's no. Why is my 4H? Okay, good. So now see here, this candlestick, that downward movement we saw on the 1H here is just one candlestick that has rejections from the bottom. Do you understand? It's not a full engulfing candlestick, and then it's not a rejection candlestick. Do you get? So we can expect something like this. We can expect something like this for the continuation of the trend. Or you can just you can just be ambitious and take a buy right and just hope for the best, but then just risk little because it's not really in the strategy. Is it? Is this a break and retest? We had a break, pull back, we retested already, and then we pushed up. But now we're tapping into these areas again, and we can see, let me see, this this is not a pin bar. This is more of like a hammer candlestick. I don't think this is not a pin bar. The body is not fat enough. Honestly, NFP, so I really don't want to say much about it. But anyhow, this is basically what we can expect. A push up, yeah, for the continuation, or we break below. If we break below, then we can expect the retest. Let me check NZD and see. If NZD has more better structure, then we can use it to know what AUD wants to do. So NZD really did not break above. NZD is still inside our range. And it's NFP. So all these things are happening because of the news. The market is just consolidating and waiting for the news to happen. The market is just consolidating and waiting for the news. So I'm not going to say anything about NZD. NZD is still way inside this whole range here. That's not broken above our areas of significance yet. The top and bottom that's not broken. So I'll just sit out on NZD. Then Euro USD. Euro USD is a bit tricky. So if I've flown with the market here, Euro USD came up, retraced, and then I think it has broken structure, yeah? It broke structure to the downside and then retraced. And I'm guessing this was around the golden ratio. Esther, you don't play with golden ratios. Did you catch this? Or you don't trade Euro USD?
I don't trade Euro USD.
Okay, but this was a very nice setup. We had a tap into those areas, and then we had a very nice bearish pin bar here, and then price actually came down. So you guys should always be watching out for all these things. Yeah, we had a break of structure here, yeah, a clear one. Do you understand? Now price retraced, tapped into the golden ratio, and then we had a nice bearish pin bar on the 1H, and I think it'll still be the same thing on the 15 minutes. No, we didn't have the same thing, but we had a bearish pin bar there. But the most important thing, see the bearish pin bar on the 1H. Have I told you guys this thing? Yeah. Most times, if I see like in my entry criteria on the 1H, yeah, I tend to actually hold the setup more than if I see the entry criteria on the 15 minutes. You know, the higher time frames are actually like stronger than the lower time frame. So if I see a confirmation on my higher time frame, that's my 1H. Yeah, I tend to like have more confidence in the trade than seeing it. It's not like if I see it on the 15 minutes, I'll not be confident in it. I'll be confident in it, but then it's not the same. Like if I see it on the 1H, I don't like most times I don't even bother checking other things again. Do you get? So let's see something. Price is leaning towards breaking this low to the downside. And we can have that break during the news. For now, just out. There's nothing to trade on Euro USD for now. The setup was from, this was yesterday. This was 2 a.m. Whoa. Let's look at GBP USD. So GBP USD is doing all these very small candlesticks. This stuff is very dangerous. There was a day I lost when I was learning how to trade. I lost like all my profits because of this whole, you feel the candlesticks are moving slowly, and then you think they are not powerful, and then it just continues moving like that in that direction. Honestly, because of NFP, yeah, had a break, and then price is coming down slowly. You might actually see the break of this low here. What I would say is just watch out for these levels here. That's all.
Check H4.
H4, yeah, the H4 is going to be a nice rejection candle. Yeah. Oh, it's not actually a rejection candle. It's not a rejection candlestick. That's one thing that's confusing. It's not a rejection candlestick. Price just tapped. Actually, price tapped into that 4-hour range. But honestly, yeah, we can see that slow movement just go to the downside. Honestly, just breaking structures like that. stress-free. The thing is here, today is NFP. So I really don't want to even say much self. And you guys can even see that my analysis is sounding very rough. Yeah, it's because it's NFP. I don't want to, you never really can tell what's going to happen. The market will just spike everywhere. You get, so I don't know. Let's just sit this one out here. And if you guys observe, last month we did not do any technical analysis. I be 1 to 3 technicals during NFP. Yeah, I think it's only this month that. And why I did this thing this morning is because I did not discover that today was NFP up until I told you guys that we are going to have a morning session. I did not want to for anybody's hand. But the thing is, you guys should just stay safe in the market today, please. Yeah, it's better to sit out and don't cry than to enter the markets and start crying. Yeah, but guys, you guys understand. I want to say something about GBP USD. Somebody is making. I want to say something about GBP USD. Yeah, before we go. See, GBP USD is descending here, yeah, and we can see on the 4H that it tapped into like the 4H golden ratio. Do you get? Now, to jump on this trade on the lower on our mid time frame, yeah, let's wait for price. If price can break this low to the downside here, and if the news makes price break here, we can wait for what's that retest. Do you get? And then we'll ride the trend to the downside. Do you understand? We'll ride it all the way below, all the way to the downside. Do you guys understand? So basically, watch out for that what's that break. If we have that break, wait for the retest. And if we get that retest, we just ride GBP USD down. That's basically it. Do you guys understand what I mean? Do you guys understand?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Anyways, that being said, today we just blew off. So expect anything from the market. What I'll just say, you guys should just calm down. Don't FOMO should not catch you, or FOMO should not do anything to you, please. Yeah, just calm down, guys. Anyways, we'll have our next session on Tuesday. So for now, you guys should just take care of yourselves, please. And hopefully everything will go well. Just keep an open mind with the market. That's all. Anyways, catch you guys later.